What's going on, everybody? Thanks once again for joining us on another episode of the Kick It Podcast brought to you by the Kick It Labs. Of course, we are live from the beautiful city of Oceanside. My name is Victor V. I am joined by my boys, of course, Bruce,
Yep.
of course, Mr. Lenz, and the producer of the evening, Piccolo, out on the backside. But we do have a very, very awesome special guest, man, Mr. Jacob John from Soul Shake Records, man.
So Shakedown Studios.
Oh, my
Yes,
bad.
sir. No,
My
that's
bad.
good. Man, thank you for having me, man. I
Yes,
appreciate it.
sir.
My mic is a little low. If we could turn it up just a little
Yep.
bit. But yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys for having me, man. Super cool spot. Honestly, it's a really cool environment. And I already know Oside from the studio, of course, bro.
Yep.
Bro's come by. I've recorded him a couple, I think at least like once or twice now.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that shit was dope. I went out there and you had people from Brazil, they're just in town and they had to hit Soul Shakedown and fuck with you, So I thought that was pretty dope.
yeah, actually, like our biggest songs we ever produced right now are like out in Brazil, like between me and
Wow.
Costello. Like for me, like my biggest song I ever produced is all in Portuguese, and like the music video is at like 4.6 million right now,
Wow.
like almost 5 million, and then like all together, I think it's around like almost 12 or so, like with
Hell
like
yeah.
Apple Music and Spotify as well. So
That's right.
How
Yeah.
does that feel, dude?
it's crazy, man. It's crazy, especially for our first song to be like my first biggest song to be out of state, or I mean like international like that.
Yeah.
It was definitely a really weird feeling, but like I don't know, it's crazy. It was weird at first though, because it was kind of surreal, because like I feel like people in other like the other other part of the world took me more serious than like people in my own city.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because like
Mhm.
people around here didn't really understand like the scale of the song that I got. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Opposed to like I had people like in like DMs or something like hitting me up from Brazil, like, yo, this song goes crazy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like much love from Brazil. Like it was cool because I was getting the recognition out there, but like I also had to like fight for it for like another year or two until I saw it like in my own city. So
Yeah.
it was kind of a weird battle. Like, but I don't know, like it made the journey that much more worth it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It
Yeah.
kind of made me have to like fight for it that much more. But
Yeah.
it's cool though. Like it's really nice.
And it's a trip seeing that happen because you would think first off your city would be the one to kind of push you and get you those numbers first,
Yeah,
right?
no, absolutely.
But we do live in North County. We do live in a part of San Diego where even like the location of us and San Diego, we have to fight for everything that we got.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even include us in the whole San Diego thing right there, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
So it's like I
Absolutely.
think that's a product of where we come from and who we are out here. But I wouldn't have it any different way. Everybody grinds, and we have to work a little bit harder than everybody else out here in North County,
Absolutely.
because we are the farthest part of San Diego, a little forgotten.
We're like the stepchild.
Yeah,
That's what a lot of people call North County. It's like the stepchild to San Diego, and
Yeah.
it's like, we kind of gotta fight for like the love, like it's
That's
like we
true.
gotta fight for the recognition or like the reputation, or for people to like still want to call us San Diego. Like
Mhm.
there's got to be a reason for them to like want to call us that. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man. I honestly at first I've definitely noticed how people didn't really like want to like give it that recognition or show
Mhm.
it that love. But now that there's so many artists that are also coming out of North County right now, and there's like so much more of a movement, it makes it a lot easier. And it's like it's honestly undeniable at this point. Like
Yeah.
with Flashy coming out, like he's Escondido, like that's
Mhm.
North County. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like there's people from and then Bishop, you know what I mean,
Yep.
and Oceanside and shit. Like
Mhm.
there's so many people in like North County, San Diego that are putting out like real numbers that are actually like from around here. So
Yeah,
it's just beautiful.
and it's my favorite part is that everybody's fucking with each other.
Yeah.
Because at
for
one
sure.
point back in the day, I'm a little bit of an older head.
Absolutely.
When I was coming up, everybody was at their throats.
Mhm.
Whether you're from San Diego, North County, it didn't matter. You're from Vista, you're from Oceanside, like it didn't matter. People weren't fucking with each other. Um, you wanted to come up, you would have to try to take out that fool that's in front of you,
Hell yeah.
to be able to get that. But I think times have changed now where we've realized we're stronger all together.
Oh, 100%, dude. And it's much needed, honestly, because as Jacob mentioned, like it's crazy to think that even here in your backyard, you don't get as much support as you do somewhere else.
Mhm.
Like I mean, that's why people have to move, to keep on grinding and try to reach that success. But to finally come back home and say that you've made it home, that hits different.
Yeah.
I gotta make it foreign for y'all to make you understand.
No, but it's cool because like I mean like seeing stuff in your DMs and like having people like from other parts of the world is crazy. You know what I mean? Like it means a lot. Like you're like damn, like people in Brazil really hitting me up. But like now that I've been doing more shit with like GFA and I've been working a lot more with like a lot more local artists, I've been noticing like the city starting to support me a lot more, and like I'm not gonna lie, it's a different feeling. Like it's a lot more of like a core love. Like it's like that's what I've been fighting for so long. Like within music is like once the city like really like is starting to get on my back, it's like man, I can't let him down. I can't. I can't. Like, cause it's not even just for us. It's it's not even just for me, or it's not even just for Soul Shakedown. Like it feels like we've really been fighting just to put San Diego like on a map, like in the music industry world, to take us like on a serious level. So
yeah,
I don't know. It's important for everyone to take it like that, and like the more people like that have it on their back, I feel like the more that it's gonna keep bringing it up. You know what I mean?
right.
We actually do know what you mean because we could relate a lot, like Victor,
Absolutely.
right, with the labs and the Kick It
Oh,
podcast
fuck
all
yeah.
together. Like this whole, like you say, it's a journey, bro. It's been one hell of a fucking journey.
Yeah.
You know how many podcasts there are in the world, dude? Like not even just the world, in San Diego alone.
Yeah,
you know?
bro.
Yeah, we know mostly all of them too. Hey, shout out to the homies out there.
Shout out to the homies though, bro. For real,
Yeah.
stay on the grind. This shit is tough, but the journey is damn beautiful. Ain't that right, Jacob?
Hell yeah, no, it means a lot. And like with all that being said, I want to shout out like not even just San Marcos, like where the cities, I mean, where our studio is at, but shout out all the neighboring cities that like have helped us like be where we're at. Like shout out all the artists in Escondido, shout out everyone in Oceanside, shout out all the artists in Vista. Like we've had artists drive from TJ to come and do albums with me. I got artists
That's
that drive
right.
from LA. Like this shit is beautiful, but at the end of the day, like people from 760 will always mean the most. Like and seeing
Yeah.
artists from the 760 like put this shit on the map, like it always means the most. And like we're all bringing it back home. Like so I'm always shout out all the artists around. Like
That's right.
putting on.
And I just want to just give you a big shout out because Soul Shakedown is a pillar in North County. You guys pump out a lot of artists. You guys pump out a lot of content, you know, not just music. You guys also have different categories of things that you guys do there. So, you know, big shout out to you guys.
Man,
Why
thank
don't you tell the people a little bit about Soul Shakedown?
For sure. I mean, at the end of the day, Soul Shakedown all started in my parents' garage, bro. At the end of the day, I was in a band for 8 years, and shout out my parents. They did everything for me and like allowed all that shit to happen. Like they always supported my band, and then towards the end of that career, I was in that band for 8 years, kind of managing it and doing all the stuff and like booking all the shows, doing all this, doing everything. And I basically ended up quitting the band just like through differences, and then started the studio in the garage. And I was like, you know what? I want to start producing for artists and shit. And man, I built a team, and it was crazy because it was right after I quit the band and was kind of going through that hardship, and I had built a whole new team, started Soul Shakedown. Some of the people who I was working with, we kind of like, you know, everyone was going through their different ways. And like I felt like a team kind of crumbled on me almost 2 times, like from trying to start it. And I was like, damn, like I don't know. I kind of felt like it, like everyone that I had on my side, it kind of just went back all the way down to me. And I'm like, damn, like I don't know, it didn't feel real. And then Costello hit me up one day through an Instagram message, like shout out Costello. Like he hit me up and was like, yo, let's cook up. And that's the homie from Brazil, and he's the one who got us all of our big Brazilian placements. And like when he cooked, like he pulled up to my parents' garage, like when Soul Shakedown was in there. And I already was like running Soul Shakedown and whatnot, but I was doing like $10 an hour, like nothing. Like was recording Hugo Deluxe, like shout out the bro, like Kev G was pulling up, but like
and you're also giving out free beat samples
everything.
as well, right?
I was doing whatever I could just to get my name out there, bro. Like literally for 2 years straight, I was working in the restaurant. I would work in the restaurant from 6 in the morning till 2. As soon as I got off the restaurant, I'd go home, take a little nap, and then it was work until 11 o'clock at night again.
Shit.
Like it was just nonstop, bro. And then just having whoever was down to pull up, I would charge them little to nothing, give them free beats, and be like, come on, bro, like let's just make, you know, I just wanted to make music, like just do whatever I can. But yeah, shout out Costello. Once he hit me up, that day we ended up making like 7 beats, and then it wasn't, I was probably about 2 months after that I like really started building like the final Soul Shakedown team. And then one day, like it was really late, and my dad came out and was like, yo, like you guys can't be here, it's too loud, bro. Like yeah, it was like midnight, and it was like the bass was just going crazy, like shit was happening. And my dad just pulled out and he's like, bro, like, you guys got to find a spot. And like that night, literally that night, I went and like I was up for 2 hours looking for like buildings, looking for locations. And that night I found the studio. And like literally 2 weeks later, we were moving in. Like it was
Damn.
really
Yeah,
fast.
that's what's up.
Like I was like, you know what? Like, you're right. Like I appreciate you guys for doing as much as you have. And I don't even want to push that boundary. So I was like, you're right. It is time that I take it serious. And then like when that had happened, like also like COVID had hit. Like we had to open the studio March 1st.
Wow.
That COVID hit. And then it was literally the end of March that everything shut down. So we were kind of fucked, but it also forced me to go full-fledged. It was like, how serious do you take this? Because then my restaurant job stopped right there.
Yeah.
And then I had all this full-time on my hands. And it was like, well, now you could pick up a job or you could take this music shit serious. Because now you have rent. You know what I mean? Like I got forced into having rent and then everything shut down. So it was like, how bad do you want this shit? Like, and honestly, like once I kind of took that leap, that within that second month, I was making more money than I ever have working for someone else. And I was just at a point where I was building that not just for myself, but for people around me. And I was like, you know what? Like, I never put that faith fully into myself yet. I was always putting into other people, into the band, into other producers, into the other artists.
When the true investment was all with yourself all along.
Once I did it for myself, everything changed.
That's right.
Everything changed. And like people started coming to me for a reason because they were like, you know what? I've been seeing what you're doing for you now. Like not because, oh, what you're doing for him. Like now I'm creating my own sound. Now I'm creating my own lane. Like, yeah. And that shit changed a lot. I mean, it took a long time. And like, honestly, it took a lot of hardship. But like, man, after breaking through, doing the little 10-hour sessions and getting all that experience and just working with artists one-on-one, because I never had money for classes, bro. I never had money for school. Like I never had money. I taught myself all my instruments I play. I taught myself all the softwares I use, everything. Like it was all just working with artists, learning and just figuring it out. And then just after years and years of doing that shit every day, like kind of just started happening, man. And like I was just was like, you know what, I can't give up on myself. And like now, like I'm grateful to say I'm like 13 years into this music journey, and like we're about like 14 million streams, and we're only going up. Like I'm grateful for it. We got big songs in the works right now. I definitely been sending my favorite artists, like in the music industry. I've been having the opportunity to send some of my favorite artists beats right now. I can't really say exactly who it is.
Can you say some that are in the hyphy scene? Because I know you love the hyphy scene.
Not. Shout out I'm stoked on the song I got with Lil Tyler and 22G Faye, like off rip. That one came out already, and that one was a huge one. Like that was a good one to come off. You know what I mean? I can't talk about like too much other stuff right now because it's still in the works right now. But at the end of the day, right now, I just feel grateful, like, because I've been getting the best opportunities right now that I've ever been able to see, not just for me, but also for my whole team. Like when I'm sending out beat packs, I'm not just sending out my beats. I'm sending out beats from Costello. I'm sending out beats from Fooly. I'm sending out beats with B Nasty, Kev G, Caden. I'm sending beats of all my producers because it's not even always just about me winning. It's about all of us winning. You know what I mean? Like even if it was my opportunity and someone else gets a huge song from it, I'm gonna take that as a win for the whole studio. I'm not gonna be like, where's my money or where's my cut? I don't care about that shit. It's about all of us coming up in this journey and like taking every opportunity we can get, because once one of us gets in, all of us are in. I already know
True
it.
shit,
yeah. Even with a couple of tracks that you can say that you've done some ghostwriting for.
Yeah,
so I've heard like you ran some lyrics.
For sure. So man.
I can see that you have like a view of the bigger picture.
Absolutely.
You just don't look out for your own best interest, but you also look out the overall best interest for the team.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the most important part about being in the position we're in, is like we got to look at it from the CEO and not just like the artist or the producer sometimes. You know what I mean? Like when I see an opportunity, right, to send beats, and I'm like, okay, well, I can only send, say, maybe you usually don't want to send more than like 40 beats. Over than that, it's like, okay, come on, that's too much beats. And then when I'm like, okay, well, I have 200. So just me, I have 200. I easily have 200 beats. So then it's like, okay, well, now I got to go through my 200 and choose, okay, maybe at least 10 to 12, maybe 13 of beats that I think are okay. Undoubtedly, these are the best beats that people are gonna really work with. And then I go through my team's beats, and I'm like, okay, what beats are going to compare to mine. You know what I mean? And maybe I'm just taking one or two sometimes from other producers, or maybe sometimes I'm taking like 5. But at the end of the day, it's also giving them like that value and like giving them that opportunity that I'm getting. You know what I mean? And not just trying to like harbor it for myself. Because as easy as I could just be like, no, like I just sent all my beats. You know what I mean? Like, sorry guys, like
I got this contract.
nah, man, nah. Like I don't want to be like that. So.
Well, speaking of contracts and stuff, it seems like you have a true grasp of the music industry, the business of music, and I definitely respect that a lot, because I've seen a lot of artists where they could be the hottest fool out there,
Yep.
but they don't understand the music business and they don't make it, and you definitely have to do your homework and figure out what works and what doesn't, because if not, you're just going in circles.
Hell yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think making music is literally like 40% of making it. Honestly, like having good content, like even the other day, like I had an artist that was in one of my clients that was in the studio with me, and he's like, yo, I feel like I'm making really good music, but no one's taking me as serious as I feel like I should be getting taken. And I was like, all right, you know what? Like, let's see why. Like, and I look at his Instagram and I'm like, well, this is why. You have no professional photos. I can't even tell you're an artist. You got no music videos. Like, you're not putting yourself in that professional spotlight. So how are you expecting people to see you as a professional?
Yep.
If you are not putting yourself in that spotlight, if you are not putting yourself in that and presenting yourself as such, you cannot expect people to see you as such. You know what I mean? And I think that gets lost in translation for a lot of these artists. Is like, oh, I made a hit, and it's like, that's less than half of it.
Yeah.
That is literally less than half of it. You still got to do so much more to be able to say that you have a piece of product that the world can grasp.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't have a video yet, you don't have a cover art, you don't have a photo shoot for it, you don't have a rollout idea, there's no like promo plan, like nothing. You know what I mean? And just that alone, like for me to learn those things that I just threw out took me a long time, because I had no one teaching me. I had no one like, hey, this is what you should be doing. I was just fucking up forever. Like, I mean, failure is the best learning method. I've said that forever, man. Like, the only way I've ever truly learned how to do something was to fail at it, like, and just do it wrong over and over and over. And like, the more I do it wrong, I'm like, oh, I could do this better. And then I'm like, oh, I could do that better. And then by like my 20th time of doing it, I'm like, you know what? I think I nailed it. I think I fucking killed it. Like,
There you go. True words from Jacob John, man. So take some notes. Free knowledge right there.
We do
Yes,
got
sir.
a few comments, don't we?
Yes, sir. We
Yeah.
do got a couple comments. You want to read off the
Yeah.
YouTube?
Yeah, let's start off with the YouTube, my man. We got Louis Lope out there. You know, he's not joining us here in studio, but he is out there in the comment section. So, you know, he's starting off with Kick a Podcast, the voice of North County. Yeah. Hey, thank you, bro. I do feel like the voice of North County sometimes. Hey,
I just finished watching Game of Thrones. I had to watch it back again. I don't know if you've seen that shit before, but I just finished it again today. So he just said like we are the voice of the North. It's kind of like we are the North. You know?
Oh, we are the voices of the North, right? That's our Norteño group.
That's That's right.
That's hard.
And
We got the Meckians and Cowboy dudes.
yeah, then he's out there still saying, "Kick it away." Of course, please kick it. And let's see, he's got 2 more comments out there, saying North County should be its one thing.
Its own, I'm guessing.
I think that he meant its own thing, but it should be its one thing too. You know, we are definitely repping San Diego, but there is a slight difference. And to continue that sentence, it says we should secede from San Diego. LOL. Yeah, that's gonna take a lot of paperwork, but yeah, we'll see.
Because it's like when I go out of state somewhere, you know, they tell you ask them like where you from, and I say Oceanside. This is when I lived up like way up north, you know, like up north. I mean, it's like I replaced the TJ border to the Canadian border. Ain't that a bitch?
Damn.
Yeah, if we secede from anything, I think we should secede from the United States and California just be its own country.
Yes, I second that motion.
California is on its way, but
You got any comments out there from the
Yeah.
IG, Lynn?
so the IG is popping off right here, man.
I
So
bet.
we got Kimber's 121. She said amazing parents. We got Tina.Rob for real says thank you. Layer Ray of Sunshine has some clapping hands right
That's
there.
cool. Hella.
Shout out to Oside Hit Ups. They're in the building. Oside Hit Ups did that Oside right
Shout
there.
out.
Yeah.
We got Tina.Rock for real with fire emoji.
Yeah.
Also commented and said ha ha ha. We got Felicia Sauce DA, right?
Sauceda.
Sauceda,
Yeah, that's
okay, there
family
you
right
go.
there.
That's fam. What
Yeah,
up, fam?
hella.
They got laughing emojis right there.
Hella.
In the cloud says hardest working young man in San Diego by far. There you go.
Appreciate it.
And then she said proud mama Tina.Rock for real.
Yeah, that's my mom's right there.
Produced by B Nasty, said SSD up.
Yeah, that's my dog, man.
There he
Prod by
is.
B Nasty. He just produced that last one for Flashy and
Oh, okay.
for Lil Weirdo and
There
Lil
you go.
Flash. So shout out my dog B Nasty, man.
That's right. And then we got Rican Worldwide. Shout out my dog. He
Yep.
said Shakedown Studios 100.
Hell yeah, that's my guy.
And then let's see here.
Yeah.
Big Billy MC. He said that's right, my dog Jakob.
Yep, hell yeah, that's my guy right there.
And then Connier Robinson.
Oh yeah, Connie, yeah.
Connie
Yeah.
says amazing man.
Damn, those comments are popping off in the IG.
They
huh?
are popping off.
Oh,
Los
shit.
Migueles also said hello, fam.
That's a lot of that's family right there. I'm not
That's
gonna
right.
lie.
Hey, that's cool, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the most supportive, man. Like honestly, even when I was in my band and when I was doing shows, like we were pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm never gonna like knock the band's like technical ability. We were good. We were doing like House of Blues like 10 times. We did like San Diego County Fair 4 times in a row.
Wow.
We did a bunch of cool shows, and like my family was always popping out, and they were always there to support. Like,
Yeah.
so they're a huge part of like why I continue in this music shit, and like why I'm like still like why I just kept trucking. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Especially my mom's, honestly. So shout out them.
Definitely. And I think that's important because we are nobody without our family, right?
Hell
And
yeah.
it doesn't necessarily have to be your blood family because Kick It Labs is my family as well, but like we do it for the family, we do it for each other, and just because you have that support system, I feel like it pushes you way harder.
Hell yeah. No, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah,
yeah.
man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got a question for you, John. Since
What's up?
when we started, you were touching about Brazil. Did you
Yeah.
ever get a chance to travel out there and do a show?
Man, I haven't yet.
Not yet.
So the thing is, like, I can't really explain. I mean, I guess I can. It's whatever. My guy Costello, he came out here from Brazil. He lived in Rio de Janeiro until he was 16 years old. And when he came out here with his family, with his mom and his sister. And he was kind of like you know what I mean? He kind of had to like be that father figure. So like, we haven't really been able to. He's still in that journey of kind of, you know what I mean? Like his green card's still coming in and stuff. You know what I mean? It's still coming, but like for sure he's got his papers and shit. You know what I mean? Like bro's got his shit, but like some stuff still coming in. So it's like until that happens, we're gonna go out there. But like I would never go out there without Costello
That's
because
right.
none of this shit would have happened without Costello.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like as much as I would be like, well, you can't go, but I can. Like I would never ever go without him because like for one, I don't even speak fucking Portuguese. I would be out there. I know like two things. I know like como você está, which is like como está in
Mhm.
Spanish, but like that's about it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I know more Spanish than I do Portuguese, so it's
Yeah.
like I wouldn't know shit. And then at the end of the day, also even if I did know Portuguese or even if I could have a translator, I would never leave without him because like all those opportunities that have come from that were from him. So like this shit, once we get right, you know what I mean? Once we can, you know what I mean, get that shit
Mhm.
going, we're gonna be out there, bro. Like we could be out there on some big stages. So that shit will be fun.
It'll happen, bro.
Yeah,
It'll
nah, for
happen.
sure. It just takes time.
And it takes time. And you know what? You being patient, you're just gonna get blessed even more, dude.
Hell, no, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And like I said, like it's being patient, but it's also being confident, bro.
Mhm.
Like at the end of the day, like I know I don't like I try to not like force stuff to happen, and it's all supposed to be like organic opportunity, and it's supposed to like our organic relationships with people and with artists. But at the end of the day, like you also gotta fucking work. You
Oh,
can't you
yeah.
can't be too patient. Like
Yeah.
even today, I already made 5 beats before I came here, and then I'm gonna have a studio session after this. And today was a slow
Hell yeah.
day. Like
Hell
today,
yeah.
I felt like I didn't do shit.
Wow.
So it's
Okay.
like before I went on the other day, I went on vacation, but like in 3 days, I think I did 8 beats a day, or no, I did 20 beats in 3 days.
Wow.
So it's like I did 8 beats in 2 days in a row, and then the third day I did like 4 or something. But it was like I did 20 beats in those 3 days. It's like I've been trying to do at least 30 a week right now,
Mm-hmm.
just to
30 a week.
create, bro.
I'm gonna
Like,
hit you up for beats then.
Hell
though.
yeah, let me
I know
know.
you got some extras.
I got
No,
'em.
no, that's a cool goal right there, dude. Because
Yeah.
it reminds me of that one verse that Kanye West has, or that one bar, and where he's like 5 days a beat for 3 summers.
Exactly,
Yeah,
man.
you gotta hustle.
Hey, man, I got it from somewhere.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I mean, shout out all the greats. Like for sure, Kanye West as a producer, like was like one of the biggest inspirations for me growing up. Like especially with hip hop and boom bap shit. Like
Big time.
that was the shit that made me want to be a music producer. Like,
Mhm.
of course, I'm like known for the West Coast sound right now and like whatever it is, but like hip hop and boom bap is like my first thing. Like, was my main love. So shout out that shit, man. Like,
There you go. Who else inspires you?
like as a producer or
In general.
I would have to ask like rock and roll status,
Rock and-
because you know,
For
because
sure.
you also got a rock playlist, you know.
no, absolutely. And like I said, I was in a band for 8 years. So like growing up, I was listening to like a lot of like Pink Floyd. A lot. I mean, I have like I said, I have like
Ooh,
400
legends.
records, bro. Like I played a lot. Like me and my band, we were covering Black Sabbath. We were doing like we were listening to like Zeppelin and shit. We were doing all types of shit. But then we were also doing like reggae, and then I was also listening to like a lot of like BB King, like straight blues. You know what I mean? Like, but then I also listen to like Sade, like which is like you know what I mean, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott. A lot of
Okay.
like the soul, like R&B shit.
Mhm.
Like, and then I was growing up on like AC/DC as much as I was listening to like Andre Nicotina and Meg Dre, bro.
That's
Like,
right.
Andre
You know-
Nicotina's
That's
dope.
right.
bro,
That
come
album,
on,
Yeah, that
bro.
playlist
that
must have been
album,
wild.
Andre
Bro,
and
I was
Andre.
going crazy. I was getting lit, bro. For sure.
Shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. Nah, and I got mad respect for the Bay Area music,
Hell
the
yeah,
sound
man.
out there.
sure.
It revolutionized, what music is today.
That's everything, bro. I feel like a lot of San Diego is coming. I
Mhm.
feel like San Diego sound is a mix of like the Bay and like Detroit shit.
You know what I tell these guys all the time. I feel like we're starting to, in terms of San Diego music, start to kind of follow that platform that they had, right? Everybody in the Bay, they were all stars, superstars, man. But once they got together and became a collective of Bay music, that's when it all blew up.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
man. That's the biggest part of it. And I feel like that's something I was touching on my last interview I did with Hendo podcast.
Mhm.
Shout out them. But
Shout out,
Shout
Hendo.
out.
I was talking about like just like the unity that's coming. I mean, like even from the time when I did that interview to now, I feel like I've seen more unity in San Diego within like people and with people like within like different, whatever it is, maybe like a different affiliation or whatever it is.
Right.
Like
Different beliefs.
people coming together and making a hit together. And it's like at the end of the day, maybe we don't got to be friends, we don't got to be homies, but I have respect for you, you have respect for me. We're gonna make a hit and we're gonna leave the studio. You know what I mean? And whatever can happen after that could be after that. If there could be if there's drama, there's drama. But let's just make a hit, make some money together that not just we could eat from, but our kids.
Mm-hmm.
And if we could see it from like that value, it's like, okay, damn, it's way deeper than us. It's like my kids could be eating off this shit. And like maybe if I don't get along with you, but like if we could, you know what I mean, get a song out, I feel like it means a lot. And I've seen it been happening a lot more within San Diego. And I think that shit's beautiful. Like I've seen people in even beyond that actual friendships. You know what I mean? From people that you wouldn't think would be friends. And they're like, damn, like that's hard. Like they actually fuck with each other. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy, man. Like we're actually building a sound and a wave out here. And the more that we're having the respect from others, we're having it for each other. You know what I mean? And I think that shit's beautiful. Like I love to see it happen, man. Like
yeah, hell yeah. And
right.
especially in your camp, man, you got nothing but grinders, bro.
man,
You got nothing but people that work hard and grind.
it took a long time to build that. I mean, even shout out my team right now. I'm gonna try to shout out everyone real quick.
Yes, sir.
Shout
There
out.
you
We got Kev G, we got Costello Beats, we got Prod by Fully, we got Prod by B Nasty, we got Caden, we got me, we got Bryce, we got that's Givens right there. We got Shot by Jay. We got Created by Loud. We got who am I forgetting right now? Prado. Oh yeah, Prado Show. Prado Show is one of our newer. I don't know if you heard of Prado Show, but he goes crazy. He shot for like Desi Hollow and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, he goes crazy. He shot the slipping photo and stuff.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, bro goes crazy. He shot for
Sick.
like Funk Freaks, Diamond Ortiz and
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
But even like say like you were talking about my team, like bro, we really have like a kind of like a process to get these guys. You know what I mean? Like there's some people like Bryce, like I never met Bryce to be homies. I never was like, yo, let's kick it. I was like, yo, you work, I work. Let's work. You know what I mean? It was always about the work.
Yeah.
But then there was other people like Kev or like Be Nasty where I've known them for years and years before this shit happened, right? Kev was pulling up. We were making beats together. We were pulling up at the crib. At a point in time, I was living with Hugo Deluxe, actually. We were roommates. And then Kev G would pull up and Be Nasty would pull up. We'd all just be making beats in the living room and shit. Like, I was making beats with these homies all the time. But I still kind of like, I don't know if it was about seeing the growth within them or also seeing everyone kind of just on the other level. But I wanted to see how serious everyone took it.
Yeah.
I was friends with them for years before I was like, hey, do you guys want to be on this team? Because I wanted to see how serious everyone takes it. Like if everyone's gonna be this serious within a year from now, then we're good. Because I'm talking about I want to be 5 years from now. So like if you're gonna be on your own for a year from now on solid, then it's good. Like because then you holding yourself up is only gonna hold the team up that much more. But it's important for me to see people to be able to hold themselves up and to be able to stay on that grind, whether if they were on that team or not. And once I see that, and I'm like, okay, you would be on this shit if you were with us or not. So you know what? You better be with us. I'm not gonna be against you. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna need you with us. Like, so yeah, no, that's a big part of it, man. Like it's all about the vetting process and knowing who's really supposed to be on that team, because I've put a lot of effort and a lot of trust and respect into artists and did a lot for fucking people that fell through, that deleted all the shit that we did, that didn't care about nothing.
God damn.
Bro, I've had that shit happen plenty of times. And after that shit happening and like putting so much into people, you realize like, damn, I need to be more careful. You know what I mean? Like maybe I need to, these are my homies, but maybe I need to keep it like that for a little bit and just do my business. And then if it could be mutual, respectful business. You know what I mean? They'll pull up when they pull up, and then I'll be like, yo, I see you. Stay on your shit. You know what I mean? Like, and if people are still on their shit on their own, that only makes me want to fuck with them that much more. But like, it's when they're reliant on the studio, that's when it's a no-no, because it's like you wouldn't be doing this shit if the studio wasn't doing what it would do for you. You're only doing this because the studio is backing you. I think that's weak. I think that's weak as fuck, because now you're depending on us. Like I don't want anyone to be dependent on us. Like that's lame. Like we're not here to be a crutch for anyone. We're here to we need to get elevated. Like we need people to help us elevate. So that's a big part of it. Like that's really a big part of it for real.
Yeah, well, everybody's work ethic is a little bit different, man. But overall, like you want solid people that are there hustling, working, not sleeping every single time, because everybody wants it. You know, they're hungry. You want to fucking succeed. That's what you want in the team.
Hell yeah. No, I mean, and it's cool because like some of my producers, like I'll walk in the studio one day and Kev G will be making a lo-fi beat and I'll be like, fuck, that was so hard. And then he'll make a beat that was so hard that like I'll be walking in the studio next door like, God damn it, I'm mad I didn't make that. Like I wish that was my tag on that beat. But that's good. Like that's what I need. Like, cause then I get in the room like, fuck, how am I gonna make a harder beat? Like, and we have that like friendly competition where I like I'll be like, yo, Kev, come in here and listen to these beats real quick. I'll play them one or two, be like, God damn, that was crazy. Wait, let me play some real quick. Like, oh, fuck. And like, we're having like a friendly beat battle with each other. You know what I mean? Like, we really do that shit for each other all the time. Like, Kev the other day was like, how many beats you make today? He's like, I made more than you today. I was like,
like that.
But it's cool though, because I know it's not really like that though.
I know what you mean.
I know it's love, and I'm like, all right, bro, wait. I'm gonna send you 7 beats later tonight at 2 a.m. just to show you that you pushed me to go that much crazier. Like,
hey, fool, I'm still up.
Exactly. Like, we do that shit for each other, and that's like the most beautiful thing about our team is like we really like help elevate each other. Like same thing with Bryce and Prado. Like Prado will do something that he think will be crazy or something, and Bryce will be like, that's hard, but that's not it. You know what I mean? And Bryce will be
Yeah.
like, change the colors, do this and that, boom. And then Prado will be like, damn, I wasn't gonna go that route with it. You know what I mean? Like same thing for even like my album. I had Costello and Fully be like executive producers for my album. When I was getting done with like, yo, I'm thinking about like one of the saxophone solos on the or like the little saxophone on the end of the song. I didn't add that till like the end, and like or even a bunch of shit, and like they had a lot of ideas for my fucking album, bro, that wouldn't be in there without them. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like having those team of creatives that you could have that like-minded, like, well, I think this will go crazy. Okay, well, now I could take this idea that's like a B plus and now we can make it an A minus.
Yeah.
Then someone else comes in, well, let's make that an A minus and A plus now. And now we got a fucking real A plus idea that just been building with each other. Like that shit's so beautiful to see, like, and it's just been getting on a different scale every day.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of having a team is that you know, we'll have an idea and you know, in your mind you're like, this is already fucking A plus, I don't give a fuck. But then you know, we have it's really good to have people in your team that aren't yes men.
Yeah,
you know, and
hella.
they'll be like, hey, that's cool, but you
That's the
know,
most
it
important
could be
thing.
better, man. You know, go back to the drawing board.
I
bro.
tell all just as much as I say, like no one said no one never actually no, I'm not gonna say just as much, but like when Kevin has a hard beat, I'll also tell Kevin when the beat's not it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like not just Kevin, but anyone on my team. Like I'm just using Kevin as an example right
Yeah.
now. You know what I mean? But like anyone on my team, like it's just as much as I'll be like, damn, this beat goes fucking crazy. I'll also be like, yo, this bass is mixed wrong. You need to take this frequency out of the beat. This shit's not right. Your layout is trash. You know what I mean? I'll be straight up.
Yeah.
I'll be straight up. And it's not even about being like harsh. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to be like that. I'm just like, bro, like this is not it. Like, how is an artist supposed to? You got to think about it. Like, if you don't know where your chorus is at, an artist won't know where a chorus is at. When you're making a beat, like if you don't know where a chorus is at when you're structuring that beat, how the fuck is an artist supposed to know, oh, this is where the chorus is gonna go in? You know what I mean? So it's like all of those little aspects play a really, really big role when you're like making a production for a song or someone, bro.
Big time, man.
Hell yeah.
Big time.
The
There
great
you go.
perspective to be a team member is like, I'm here to make you great.
Yeah.
The same way you make me great.
Nah, hell yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah. We're all here to elevate each other, man. We're all here to
That's
elevate
right.
each other.
There
That's
you
right.
go. True words by Jacob John right there,
Hell yeah,
man.
appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
I think we got some more comments on the
We got any
YouTube.
more
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the YouTube, we do have a couple of more. I mean, Louis Loeb dropped another one saying, "What's up, fellas? Shout out to Jacob." Oh wait, my bad. That wasn't Louis. That's
Can't see from
Brenda
here.
Aldello. I hope I got that right. Brenda Aldello. Thank you for
Yeah.
commenting. Shout out.
Hell
All
yeah.
right, well, what else we got over there, Piccolo? All right, we got Val Edia. That's kind of cool how she separated her name.
That's Heat Wave. That's Eddie.
That's
That's
tight.
Eddie. That's our friend with the mustache.
Oh,
boy.
word.
Yeah.
Yeah, he threw in some music notes saying music makes the people come together. Yeah, true shit.
Hell yeah.
All right, then we got one last comment over here. Well, actually, a couple more comments coming from T-Lay Stubb saying, "What's up, fellas? Shout out to Jacob.
Hell
Keep
yeah.
making them hits."
Yeah, shout out to Laced Up, man. Hell yeah, that's the guy right there.
Yeah.
And T followed up with one other comment saying, "Let's get cracking at Outside Lens." Ooh.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
we do have a song coming out May 20th.
There
Make
we
sure
go.
you pre-save that. Album cover came out today,
Hell
and
yeah.
you know, just little steps, just dropping little gems and for promo, you know,
That's fire.
to get the people excited. But yeah, J40, T Laced Up,
Hell yeah.
and myself, man,
J40.
it's gonna be dope. Yep, yeah, 40.
That's the homie.
Yeah.
Every time I see that boy, I gotta yell that shit.
Yeah,
J40.
yeah. That's right.
That's
That's
the
right.
homie right there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And there's another comment that came through from Louis Loeb, just straight crying emoji. Hey, I'm hoping you're liking the episode today, bro. Yeah. How about you, Liz? What you got over there in the actual
We
world?
got BTC.Peasy.
Oh, yeah.
Says my boy Jacob.
Yeah, hey, shout out him, man. He just made my last cover art. Actually,
Oh, there you go.
hell yeah. I'm gonna announce that, so I'll shout him out against later. But
Hell yeah.
hell yeah, he made my next release cover art.
And then we got Pin Player C.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
He got a little
That's the
I don't
homie.
know what you call those, like a little devil emoji with the hands up.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's the homie.
yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
You mean,
That's the
you
homie.
mean the demon emoji?
I don't know. It's the purple one with the horns. What do
Yeah,
you call that
demon.
shit? Is that the demon?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. My bad. I'm not up on my
When I send that
the
over,
names of
when I
those
send that
fucking
emoji, that
emojis,
means
man.
we on demon time.
Yeah, that's demon time.
That's demon time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's demon time.
Yeah. about to be on Demon Time tonight, huh, motherfucker?
Yeah, actually. Also, shout out to Khalil. He texted me directly to my phone, say like, "I'm watching right now." Ooh, so I'm like, "God damn it!"
Ooh,
I'm like,
there
you go.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah. Well, what do you guys say we go ahead and take this quick break here, and then we'll come back. We'll spark that joint, and then my man Jacob got some announcements to make today.
Yeah, I got some cool announcements. I mean, you're gonna want to stick around and hear this one if you guys are into your music. You guys are gonna want to hear who I got on the song, man. I promise.
So you know we love that Kick It Labs exclusive here today. So make sure you stay.
Yeah, so stick around through the messages, man. Don't forget, we are here with Jacob John from Soul Shakedown.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Don't go anywhere. Of course, shout out to these sponsors, man, who make the episode come to life and happen every single time, man. Shout out to the boys from Urban Water, of course, providing dehydration.
And the ladies.
Yeah,
And the ladies
Oh,
of
yeah.
Urban
Oh,
Water.
yeah. I'm
Everyone
sorry,
at
man.
Urban Water.
Yeah, it's kind of hard with these adjectives nowadays. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
we
My
gotta be
apologies.
careful, my boy.
Hey man, you got princesses and queens of Urban Water. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, and shout out to the draft. Shout out to OAW, Natalie's Fashion, Woman Workout Wear, the boys from Old School Saturdays, and the ladies from Old School Saturdays. Everybody who pulls up to Old School Saturday, shout out.
They create the vibe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homies from Street Knowledge Hydraulics, and of course, Full Metal Burgers. Burgers so damn good. You don't need no fries, but if you do want to catch them fries, check them out in Escondido. Yes, sir. We'll be right back with the second half, man. Don't go anywhere. This is the Kick It Podcast.
Peace.
Yeah.
My kiss with your love, I'm blessed.
It was like during the part of the story.
That was a cool interview.
Hell yeah.
I watched that. I was watching it while I was doing my test today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know it's cool.
It's cool. You met him?
I haven't met him.
He's got a nice spot down there too.
I love the lighting.
Yeah, spot's dope, man. Spot's super dope.
Before Soul Shakedown, that's where I was like shooting all my photos and videos and stuff.
That's right.
So,
Another 2 hours.
Yes, sir. Thank you, everybody, for holding on. Don't forget, we're still here with our homie Jacob John, man, from Soul Shakedown. And this is the second half of the episode, man. So thank you for everybody who commented on the first half, for everybody who's been tuning in. To blast.
Yeah, man.
Man.
I've been hearing a lot of people tuning in on different Instagram accounts and on the YouTube, the live, and I just can't wait till people can go back and hear this on Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Uh, it's gonna be a good episode,
Yeah,
man.
a lot of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. Hell
A
yeah.
lot of knowledge, man.
Appreciate it,
It's
man.
a great story to hear from you too, Jacob.
Thank
Just
you,
like the
man.
upcoming, and then you just, you recognize the struggles that made you what you are today, and what you created is just a beautiful thing to see all together, man.
For sure, man. I mean, like at the end of the day, it's all about like at the end of the day being able to like bet in yourself. You know what I mean? I feel like that was like the moral of my story, and like my compass was like figuring out how to put all my energy into myself and not feel like I was like, oh no, you know what I mean? Like putting myself above everything else. Cause I was always like, I would see the potential in other artists and I'm like, oh man, if you could just do it and just go crazy, then you would have the most bright future. But man, 9 times out of 10, these artists aren't willing to put as much that I was putting into. You know what I mean? And I was like, you know what? I need to just do this shit for me. And you know what I mean? And then after I did that shit, everything kind of changed, man.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, respect, bro. Because
Thank you, bro.
like Bruce mentioned in the first half, dude, we could definitely relate, man. There's a little bit of parallelism between our stories because same thing. We started in Louis' garage, and then same thing. We started here in 2020 March. Like it's just a trip, dog.
yeah, man. It's crazy how this shit happens, bro. And like it's beautiful, like we were saying earlier too. It's not even always about the destination, but it's the journey. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like the journey's always been like the best part for me because it's like, of course, like I'm gonna be happy when we always talk about when we get on or when we get to the point, when we don't have to worry anymore. But at the end of the day, like I feel like I've been on for since we've opened Soul Shakedown. Like
Mhm.
since I got the team I've had right now, like I feel like I've been on. Like I feel like I've had the people around me that have been allowing me to like grow and turn into and allowing all of us to like turn into the creatives we need to. So it's like for me, I don't know. I feel like that whole like mentality or like the idea of like being on or something, it's just like a state of mind, and it's up to you to choose when that is.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's up to you to make that happen. Because a long time when I was in the garage, I would just be like, man, I can't wait until a label's just gonna find me one day,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna get signed. Like I was just working in the restaurant every day and like thinking that shit was just gonna happen, and then one day I was like, you know what? Like you're waiting for a fucking fairy tale. Like that's never gonna happen. Like you gotta make this shit happen for yourself before you can expect anyone to make anything happen for you.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, and then once I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna start opening my own studio. I was doing my own shows for a little bit. I was doing Thursday night sessions, down in Miramar, like Mira Mesa, and like every Thursday night I was having 7 different artists perform with me. So yeah, shit was crazy. I'll hit that. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Just the journey. It's all about the journey over the destination. Cause it's like
Yeah.
being on or saying like, why do you want to be at the end? Why do you want to be at the end of your destination so bad, or the end of your journey so bad? Like everyone wants to be at the end of it so bad. It's like, don't you realize how beautiful the journey is going to be and how much more you have to learn? And once you're done, you're done. Like, why do you want to be done already? Just enjoy where you're at. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's a weird mindset for people to comprehend. But like once you can kind of get over that, it's like, damn, I kind of love where I'm at right now. There's no reason to be like waiting for, I can't wait till a label puts me on. Like, fuck that. Like, my team's putting on right now. Like,
There you go.
True wisdom, dude. I think you nailed it right there, dude. Anything and everything here in life, it's a state of mind, dude. And also, if you want it, you'll get it. You'll attract it. You gotta manifest it, dude. You can't just keep it in your head.
Absolutely. You can't be keeping on waiting for it to happen for you and then not be trying to do anything for yourself. Because it's like, why would a label want to put money into you and expect you to do all this shit if you haven't done anything yet? Like if you haven't done anything, you haven't done a good rollout yet, you haven't done a good drop yet, you don't have good professional cover art, no professional mixing yet, why do you expect a label to do that for you if you haven't gone out to do it for yourself once?
Yep.
Like if you're not taking yourself serious, no one's gonna take you serious, man. Like that's just like what we were talking about earlier. It's really important, man, to put yourself in that professional spotlight that you want people to see you in, because like everyone's just expecting it for it to happen for them, and it's like like there's people like me or people that have been doing it longer than me, like 13 years, 14 years in the same city doing music for a long time and still have a long way to go.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been doing music for 2 years expecting what? You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
like, it gets kind of tricky sometimes because it's like people get a little entitled, you know what I mean? And people get kind of a little like, I, I don't know, like they just think that they deserve it already and they haven't even put no blood, no sweat, no tears into this shit yet. Like,
Mm-hmm.
man, it's a long journey and I know I still have a long way to go and I'm grateful for it. And I'm just happy for the road. I'm just happy I'm on the fucking road, like being able to be in the lane with my dogs.
Yep,
Like
yep.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, and I definitely like that a lot because you know, in our industry, especially like podcasting or doing shows and you know everything else that we do, there's a lot of new cats every year. It's like the NBA draft, you know, a whole bunch of new people come in and they want to reach the top and they go for the top right away.
Yeah.
And it's like people tell me, "Hey, man, this guy's doing the same shit you're doing." And I was like, "I don't care. You know, it doesn't matter because it's not what you're doing now. It's the long game.
Yeah,
you know?
no, it's cool.
It's the long game. Having be able to survive all the shit and you're still here, then I respect you. Then
Exactly,
you know, then we can look at it. But until then, we're not worried about nothing. You know?
Yeah, no, it's like everyone's like, oh well, he's making beats, or oh he's doing everything that you're doing, man. He's doing songs with people. He's running the studio in the garage, and it's like, and how long has he been doing it for?
Mhm.
2
Yeah.
months, and you're expecting, like, for sure, like that's hard. Like I'll give him a high five and a pat
Mhm.
on the back, but that's kind of about it. Like
Yeah.
I'm for sure gonna help people with knowledge, and I'm gonna give them whatever I can help them with. But at the end of the day, like, if you're expecting other people to be opening doors for you constantly and you're not fighting to open those doors yourself, then that's just, you're just fighting for something that's not real.
That
Like,
part.
True
you're just fighting for something that's just unrealistic. Like you're not having a real fathom of what life is, you know.
Big time.
Yo,
Big time.
Jacob, I got something for you real
For sure.
quick, man. And especially since right now, since we're touching on industry and business and all that,
Absolutely.
you know, I've been hearing this word lately, dude. You know, what is it, Bruce? Plant based, right? Or
Oh, like
no, not
Plant.
plant based. Plant based is like food and shit.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
bad.
I was gonna say, what?
Like plant. Fuck, I had
Like
that.
locally
We
sourced?
just talked about
It's
that
like
too.
Like
in the
locally sourced,
industry
or
like-
plant or something.
Oh,
like-
industry plant.
Yeah, industry
plants.
plant. Hey.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like you know, like with the industry, they,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
seek out, then they go ahead and try to put them up. But
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
but they just don't have the work ethic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
a
I-
lot of the
Like
time the
shit.
industry plant is usually like say like Will Smith's son. Or something, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like
Ah.
all respect to like Jaden Smith, I would never take anything from him. But it's like when you're growing up and you have someone with a father or like a parental figure that's already been in the game, it's like, what do you have to fight for?
Mhm.
Opposed to like people that have no correlation to this shit and have to learn every single relationship. So say like if I get to the point where I want to be in say 20 years and I have a son and my son starts doing music, that would be an industry plant.
Mm.
Unless
shit, okay.
unless I like made him work for what the fuck he had to go through. You know what I mean? Like it depends, and there's different levels to this shit. But like, I mean, I think there's industry plants that people like, you know, don't really have a lot of respect for, and then there's other industry plants that like, you know, they've really had to fight for what they have, and they've been there for a reason. You know what I mean? And like it just kind of just runs in their blood. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I think it's different for every situation, but it's really just how you use it. You know what I mean? And how you use like what's around you.
Right.
No, yeah.
True.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I want to bring it back real quick to the band. How many instruments are you playing? How many instruments do you know how to play?
So in the band, I was playing bass.
Okay.
Yeah, I was playing bass in the band, but I was also writing a lot of the songs on guitar and shit. But right now, I think I play like 8 different instruments.
Nice.
I play like guitar, bass, drums, saxophone, like keyboard and piano, and like some ukulele. Pretty
So-
much like whatever I can get my hands on. Like,
So you added live sax to that track you were talking about at the end
I actually played it on a keyboard.
on the
For
keyboard.
that one,
There
yeah,
you
because it
go.
was in a different key than I'm used to playing on my
Right.
actual saxophone.
Yep.
But for that one, I actually played it on a piano. It was like a VST or like, you know what I mean, a
There you
little
go.
plug-in.
Yep.
But yeah, I have beats where I'm like actually playing saxophone
Nice,
in it. And
nice.
shit. Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. Well, I love that. You know, I think a true musician doesn't always have to be, a guitarist or a drummer. Uh, you could be in all facets of that, right? And it trips me out when I see people perform and it's a one person band, and
Yeah.
he has this little thing there where he loops
Yeah,
each sound.
I used to perform like that actually.
That's pretty sick.
I had a lot of videos on YouTube. I actually just took them like down probably like yesterday. I'm sorry for anyone that liked those videos, but
Somebody could have wanted to watch it next,
They were
Damn.
old, man. They were just old videos. I'll have Bryce shoot me some new ones soon. They'll come out a lot better.
There you go.
But yeah, no, I've done performances like that actually, where I have my drum pad out. I actually opened up for Boldy James and Alchemist one time.
Nice, just
Yeah,
like that.
just like that. And I had
Wow.
an artist with me on stage, and I think I only did 4 songs, but every song I was playing I did the drum pad, and then I would play bass, and then I would play piano, and then I'd play guitar, and then I would play saxophone, and I'd
Wow.
go in and out on the instruments, and then like the artist was like singing and like rapping on the songs as I
That's
was
sick.
performing and shit. Yeah, I want to do that more often going into the future. But right now, I kind of just got to do what makes money.
Yeah,
You know what I
100%,
mean? Like,
100%.
I just got to do sessions, and I just got to make beats because that shit's gonna make me some money. And once I can kind of have a little bit more free time, I'm gonna be doing a lot more like live looping
There you go.
videos and like a lot more. I'm actually good on that right now. Thank
Yep.
you though.
For sure.
But I'll do a lot more live looping and like more collaborations with artists and stuff. I want to do more acoustic videos too. Like the one acoustic video I did with Young Crow. I don't know if you guys seen that, but I did one with the West Baby. I've been talking with G-Fay recently about doing one for Faded. That would be
Nice.
cool, like a little ukulele acoustic version with
Sick.
G-Fay. I think would be dope.
I
Sick.
do gotta ask, how did that one came up to be with the
With Crow?
acoustic video with Crow?
Bro,
Oh.
that was from so when I had met Crow, that was also from that time period when I was living with Hugo. And Crow was just pulling up to the crib, and then one day I think we were just sitting in the backyard smoking or some shit. And then like I think I just played 2 chords, or I was like, yo, like I want to learn like one of your guys' songs or some shit. And then Crow was like, yo, learn West Baby.
That's
Or he
right.
said- I was like, fuck it.
Imagine
I was
that.
like, fuck it, I'm down.
Shout out to Crow, man.
I looked it up real quick, and I honestly later that night we were practicing it. Like literally later that night we did like I think 5 takes of it, and then I was like, "Fuck it, let's do it." But it took like a month until we actually did it. Like, cause I mean, me and Crow is always on our schedule, and then we had Bryce shoot it as well, so we had to
All right.
get on Bryce's schedule, and like it was just like a lot of moving parts, so it took a little bit to kind of actually get the acoustic video done. But once we actually did it, like I don't know, people really liked it, and I'm like, damn, I should actually be doing that more often. It shows people a little bit more of like a raw aspect of the artist that they're not used to seeing, I think. So
Yeah.
There you
it's
go.
cool to see.
Oh yeah,
There you
that
go.
100 was a different side of Crow, dude.
Yeah, no, for sure. Just on an acoustic instrument with no drums and shit, you could really like hear his voice, and like I felt like the song felt like it had more meaning when you could hear it with like the acoustic, like with just the ukulele opposed to like the whole beat. Like, of course, I love Kevin's beat. I never want to take away from that. Like when Crow's performing live, I want to fucking hear that. You know what I mean? I want to hear the beat, but also like when you're just chilling and you really want to hear someone's message and really like kind of feel the message that they're trying to portray in their music, and acoustic is really the best for that, because I think you can their voice, how it cuts across, and it kind of does the instruments, it gives the artist more room, you know what I mean, to really kind of just be them, and you could just hear it and it just sounds so good. Like I don't know, that one really hit different for me, was that acoustic one with Crow. I need to start doing that more often.
That was
That's
a
right.
remix.
Yeah.
That's right. Well,
Yeah.
we got a couple comments here
For sure.
on the Instagram.
Really.
We got Fourth Quarter Radio says Jacob let the bass hit with some fire emojis. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Jacob
rough.
be slapping the bass, huh? Yeah.
That's my
Slapping the
tag.
bass.
That's what my tag says. Jacob at the base.
That's right. That's right. And then I do want to give a couple shout outs of people that are tuning in. Produced by Kev G. He said, my dogs.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to my guy, Casello
Shout out to Kev.
Beats 22.
Yep.
Said my boy go crazy.
Yeah, that's my guy right there.
And then we got Stack Shots that tuned in. Shout out to them.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to them. And then we got, let's see here. I did see some other ones earlier that we wanted to give a shout out to. Willie Colon. .760. It's our guy
Okay.
from New York. We
Hell
just
yeah.
met him the other day. We went to go see
Sure.
Shout out.
some equipment, and my guy was there. He had just flown in from New York that day, and he was fucking with DJ Arson.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were
I know.
DJing out there doing the
That was-
damn thing.
That was a great little video I got snuck in of
Yeah.
DJ Arson. It
Yeah.
was like after the Wildcat run, and then we just find him like right here in the cut. It's like hell yeah,
That's
Yeah.
hard as
really
fuck.
kicking it.
Yeah.
That's hard.
And we connected. He's like, yo, I'm right now in Vegas. And I was like, well, dog, we do a whole bunch of business out there in Vegas. We're during the Raider season, we'll be out there all season. And we just connected right there. So now he wants to get more involved in the shit going on in Vegas. And he said he got shit going on in New York. So we made that connection. And that's the beautiful thing about this music industry stuff is that connections are where it's at.
Hell yeah, man. That shit means everything, man. Like
Mhm.
being able to work with people in different states and stuff. Also, shout out 2O Collective. That's a little
There you
collective
go.
I'm a part of right now.
Hell yeah.
It's a collective of artists from all different states across across the country. We got
Sick.
we got people from Mississippi, people from Chicago, people
Wow.
from New York and shit. And then we've done a couple trips now where we all kind of like come together and like all like, you know what I mean, make hits and
Nice.
we'll just get an Airbnb or something for like a week straight and then just fucking make hits. And
That's
it's dope,
hard.
man. It's always good time. So yeah, hell yeah, shout out them, man.
Hell yeah. Shout out, man.
Yeah, we do have one last comment over there on the YouTube section.
Cool.
So shout out to Louis Lope. He's saying, I'm gonna be in the hunt for new beats soon. So
That's right.
Hell yeah.
where could they get you at, man? If anybody wants to hit you up for some business.
Man, go to the Soul Shakedown website. It's soulshakedownstudios.com. SOUL shakedownstudios.com. Once you go on there, you just click on the little tab on top. It says Beat Store, and you'll see beats from me. You'll see beats from Kev, from Kev G. You'll see beats from Fully and
sick.
Be Nasty. We all got beats on there, and leases start at like $40.
Nice.
Yeah, leases are like
That-
$40.
That's super sick that you guys have the beats on the website.
Yeah,
because
hell yeah.
sometimes people be playing, they're like they don't want to let you hear nothing. They just like shoot me the money and then I'll shoot you some beats that you can, and it's always kind of random sometimes. What if
Yeah.
you get a beat all these beats and you don't like none of them?
Hell yeah. No, it's not fair. And then also it's like it also kind of gives people the advantage because it's like they're just leasing the beat. So not a lot of artists have the money or the funds to be buying exclusive beats for every
Mhm.
single song. Say when they're trying
Yep.
to work on an album and they want to drop 7 songs and then all the beats are running like 300 to 400 for the exclusive. It's like, fuck, that's gonna be expensive for a
Yeah.
project, But then when you can be like, okay, well let me just lease like 10 beats. I can lease 10 beats for 400
Mm-hmm.
for way cheaper, and then whatever 3 or 4 songs I'm going to use, okay, then I can go ahead and buy the exclusive, or then I can figure out which ones I'm going to focus on.
Right.
But it makes it a lot easier just to move as an independent artist without a big label backing you. And I feel like that's the biggest thing that the studio has always been trying to do, is trying to make it easier for independent artists to win. You know what I mean? Like that's always been my thing, is trying to make it a one-stop shop where an artist can come in and they're like, I don't know where to record, I don't know where to get beats, I don't know where to get cover art, and I don't know where to do music videos. Guess what? You can do it all at Soul Shakedown. You could come here and you can get beats from my guys. You can record your hit with another one of our engineers. You could then go in the other media room, get your cover art taken, and get your music video shot and your cover art made. All in the same studio, all in the same place, and all at really affordable rates where we're not trying to gouge people for like, we're not trying to, you know what I mean? Like we're not
Yeah.
trying to,
Mhm.
we're all trying to be affordable for these independent artists and trying to make a spot for everyone to win. It's like, I want to make it to where people could be coming back every week, or people could be
Mhm.
coming back all the time, because it's like, oh, well, it's only how much? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's way easier. Only like $60 for an hour or something. Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, like that,
Yeah.
that's not so crazy when you're talking about like professional mixing and mastering and stuff like that. And then we also do stuff like our early bird special. So like for artists and producers that know how to say use their own equipment or know how to record themselves, they can rent. We do every Monday and Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. We do 6 hours for only $100.
Wow.
You can get 6 hours in our studio for only $100, and we're now offering payment plans. So
Damn.
we can do like, imagine getting 6 hours in a studio for $100. You can invite all your producers to pull up. You can invite all your guys for only $100. Get 6 hours in the studio, and now you can organize the whole thing. And now you have all the equipment to use whatever you need to win. You know what I
Wow.
mean? Like those type of opportunities is what we're trying to like bring for the artist. It's not like we always need to be like, well, let me work on your song. It's like, no, we'll just give you the place for you to work on your song and make it comfortable for you to be you. And no one's gonna tell you, hey, turn this shit down, or no one's gonna you know, like we have
Yeah.
water for them, we have a bathroom, like we have a very clean environment for artists to be able to feel
Mhm.
comfortable and be themselves. You know what I mean?
Get creative.
Exactly. And that's what's really important. So it's like, it's not always about trying to be like, I'm not always trying to get hands on with every artist and every song. You know what I mean? It's only the people that really want or need that, you know? And then some people that say, hey, I know how to record myself. I know how to do everything myself. Awesome. I have the studio for you. It's only gonna be $100, 6 hours. Or then we say, well, that's for only for the early bird. The other one, it's like, I think 180 or 160 or something. It's not much more, but you could
It's
still
not bad
get
at all, man.
180 for 6 hours. You know what I mean? I think we do 12 hours in one of our rooms for like 280 or like 300. You can get 12 hours in the studio. That's a solid ass day, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So trying to create stuff like that is really what the studio is all about, and trying to make it to where the independent artist can becoming the label artist or the next,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? The next big
Yeah.
thing is, you know, they got to be able to stay consecutive.
And that's really great if you're an independent label,
Yeah.
right? Starting off or already in the thick of it,
Mhm.
man, you can get all your artists to come to one place, do the damn thing, and you guys are controlling the whole thing.
Exactly.
That's crazy. That's
Exactly.
crazy.
We do the same.
You heard it here.
We do the same thing for our media room as well. So like, say photographers or videographers that don't have say a spot to do full body photo shoots or a spot to do headshots, we allow our room to get rented to where they can use all of our equipment in our photo room as well. Like, say
Wow.
a photographer could book like a 2-hour session, have 3 clients come in those 3
Mhm.
hours, and end up doubling their money, that whatever they're paying for the studio for that time. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
they could be really winning in those opportunities. So it's just like trying to be able to offer that environment for people and offer that place. Yeah, it's been awesome.
There you go. There
Yeah.
you go. Well, let's do a couple things here.
For sure.
First we got Hugo Deluxe tapping in
Yeah,
right
yeah, that's my
here.
dog.
Shout out to the boy.
He
Yeah.
said, "Como?"
Como?
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 There you go. And then what did you say? Felicia Sauce?
Yeah, for Felicia Salceda.
Yeah, there you go.
Salceda, that's my
Salcedo.
family right there.
Yep. Says self-made and with big dreams
Hell,
that he's crushing.
that's my cousin.
There you go. Arm the poet in the building.
Yeah.
He said,
Shout
"Yo,
out.
what's up, y'all?"
Hell,
He's like chilling. And then this is something that he always does. He tells us what he's about to have for dinner. He tunes in every episode. Shout out for that, man. And
what is he having tonight?
So he says about to cook some steak and eggs.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hey, is he
Yeah.
bringing some for us though? Because that's
He
on
never
bomb.
does. He has
Damn,
never brought us.
that's crazy.
You ain't never brought me no steak and eggs.
Hey,
no
one of
fucking-
these times, I feel like you should be like, yo, I'm making all of us some tacos or
Yeah,
some shit. You know,
true
like,
though.
like,
True
yo,
though.
I'm pulling up with some shit. Like, come on, bro, you're
You
just
know,
rubbing it in our face.
It
That's
happened.
Crazy.
It happened one time where we're like on the live and we're like, we never get shit. You know, talking. We gotta talk to fucking management here because we ain't never got nothing.
Hell yeah.
And
Where's
then-
my steak and eggs at?
And then like the right after that, like for 3 weeks straight, we had people bringing us stuff. You know,
Yeah,
people that tune in, people that we do business with. You know, they came and they hooked us up for
That's
a
wild.
whole bunch of time, man.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
hard as fuck.
fantastic.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
It was fantastic. But next thing I gotta do is, yo, we gotta give you the floor, man. You got some announcements to make.
Yeah, I do. So I'm gonna start out with the smaller releases first. I don't really have dates on these ones yet. I don't really have dates for anything yet, but I got stuff that's gonna be in the works. So we got a 22 G-Fay and a Flashy B a full project produced by me, project
Damn.
produced and mixed by me. And they might have a song or two on there. I think that's not be me, but if they'd end up just dropping the shit that we did, I mean, I know we got like 15 songs just sitting
Wow.
at least.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be cool. I mean, I know we've been waiting on that one. G-Fay's next project, I know I'm gonna at least have 4 more on. Me and Flashy got a big collab project called Falling Makes Greatness. It's a brand for FMG for his brand. And Falling Makes Greatness is gonna be a big part of pretty much both of our stories really just talking about being 10 years both independently in the music industry and just fighting for our spot, and talking about how falling has made us great. and how
That's right.
and how basically, I mean, like
Yeah.
failure is the best learning method. Like
Yeah.
is gonna be on that line that we've been talking about forever. I mean, shout out my dog Flashy, Lil Flash. Those
Shout
guys have
out.
been going crazy, man.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna save the best for last right now. This is gonna be dropping this month. I don't got an exact date for you yet, but me and A1 Beans got a feature with one of my favorite artists in the boom bap world,
Oh shit.
literally ever.
Oh shit.
Like literally ever. It really actually means a lot. Especially like I was saying before, like boom bap is the reason why, I'm making music like I am right now, and the reason why I've been even a producer. So the boom bap is everything. But I mean, shout out the Griselda family. We got a placement with Benny the Butcher, man.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Fire.
that's
Okay,
huge,
fire.
man. That's huge.
yeah. So we got the song with Benny the Butcher that's gonna be coming out this month. We just got our cover
Wow.
art done by BTC Peasy.
There you
So
go.
shout out, bro.
Shout out.
Yeah, my guy out in Arizona is gonna be doing a Dolby Atmos master on it. So
Wow.
hopefully I'm actually gonna be sending him the stems tonight.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And then
Okay.
he's gonna be mastering it, and then the cover art's done, and then we're gonna be uploading it in a couple days, and it'll be out by the end of this month at least.
Wow.
But yeah, man, just
That's huge, man.
be ready for the Jacob John A1 Beans times fucking Benny the Butcher, man.
Hey.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I
It's-
can't wait for that,
it
man.
feels
That's gonna
surreal.
be fantastic. And congratulations to you, dude.
Thank you
That's
so much, man.
you've been putting in the work, and I'm really happy to see you get big things like that, man.
Nah, hella. And at the end of the day, like that specific placement was the craziest one for me, bro, because it felt like all of my stories kind of felt everything happened perfectly for that.
Yeah.
And also like it was all destined. Like I never knew that song was gonna happen that night,
Yeah.
right? And I was already
Yeah.
feeling like shit all day. I had 4 sessions that day. It was booked
Wow.
12 hours
Wow.
straight, and I almost canceled my fucking set. I almost canceled my session, bro. I was so tired. I was already starting to feel sick. And I'm like, you know what? Nah, fuck it. Like, let's just thug it out. Like, let's just get it. Like, let's just get
Yep.
this fucking session done. Like, I'm gonna take tomorrow off. Fuck it. And then when he had pulled up, I was already kind of like drowsy. I'm like, what up, bro? Like, kind of barely in it. And then we plug in the flash drive, and I see Benny the Butcher, and I'm like, oh shit.
Holy fuck.
And my whole mood changed. I'm like, wait, what? And then like,
Holy shit.
bro had, I guess, like A1 Beans, shout out my guy A1 Beans. He had already had the place. I mean, he already had the feature and stuff, but he wasn't really feeling the beat, and the mix wasn't really there and whatnot. And the crazy thing was, I had made that beat, the beat that the song is, I had made it maybe a day before or 2 days before. And when I was making it, literally in my head, I'm thinking, no one's gonna fuck with this around here. Like, no one's on boom bap right now. Like, everyone just wants me to be making West Coast beats. Like, I'm just
Yep.
thinking, like, no one's gonna even want to even hear this shit, right? And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just make this shit for me. Like, just same on everything else we've been talking about. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just make what I want to hear right now. Like, fuck what everyone else wants to hear from me. Like, I'm just gonna make exactly what I want to hear.
Yeah.
I ended up, he brought the song, and I was like, you know what? Okay, yeah. I'll make a new beat for the song. And I told him I'm gonna make a new beat. And then we were about to close the project, and I was like, yo, let me just try to throw this one on there. Like I already had this beat made. Like, let me just try it real quick. And that shit fit like a glove, bro. Like
Damn.
it literally felt like destiny. And leading up to that time, like I was in the same thing where I was making 5 beats a day. I was locking myself in the room, not really talking to no one. I was putting my phone on airplane mode, fucking, and just making 5 beats and not talking to anyone. I'm like, all right, I'll answer everyone when my beats are done. And I was just making shit that I wanted to hear, not what everyone wanted, not what people expected from me, not any of that. And my biggest blessing ever had ended up happening, and it was the coolest thing ever. And
Wow.
it really
That's
just
right.
felt like I just needed to be true to myself, man, and just keep following. And like, of course, shout out Beans. Like, none of it would have happened without him. But at the end of the day, it felt kismet for me as well, because it just felt like all the stars kind of collided for that one. You know,
Wow.
like I not once did I ever get the blessing to send Benny beats. Not once did I ever have to go through that process of, or else I would have sent Benny 58 fucking beats or whatever it is,
hell
you know.
Yeah. Use them all.
But how it happened, it was literally just the first beat that I tried to throw in there, whatever I had, it was
Yeah.
it was the one. Like it was it, and it just felt like, I don't know, it was weird. It kind of just felt like everything that led up to that session like made that shit happen. And I don't know, like ever since then I've still kind of just been feeling like surreal. You know, like I'm like
damn.
do I really like after that night I'm like, do I really just already have like, it went from not even knowing about any of that shit to leaving the studio with the fucking Benny the Butcher song on my phone. Like
That
Wow.
car
it
ride.
was fucking weird, bro.
Wow.
Like it was a really weird but like a surreal moment for me. And like honestly, like it just felt like everything, like all the stars kind of colliding. And yeah, I'm just grateful for the opportunities that I was talking about that I've been having this year, and grateful for everyone that had faith. Like grateful for Beans for one to even bring that song to me and to have
Mhm.
faith in me to do whatever I
Yeah.
can to help, you know what I mean, help the rollout of the song, to help add to it. And yeah, man, that shit still is crazy to
love
me,
that,
for real.
man. I
Yeah.
love that. Then do we have a name for the project?
Yeah, I'll give you a name. The song is gonna be called Mailman.
Mailman.
Yep.
There you
The
go.
song's called Mailman. A1 Beans featuring Benny the Butcher and Jacob John.
There you go. Make sure you guys keep a lookout for that right
Mhm.
there. Yo, that's crazy. Congratulations, my G.
Thank you
That's
so
a
much,
big,
man.
big win for the North County,
Hell
man.
yeah, bro.
The
Hell
dude
yeah.
is working, bro. We see that shit.
Man, we're trying to bring it home. I mean, this year we already I'll throw out one more name that I worked on recently.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna throw out the shout out Ethica, shout out them,
Mm.
but recently I had the opportunity to work. I mixed on a song that had French Montana on it.
Damn.
I don't
There
know
you
if that's
go.
gonna be dropping or when that's gonna drop, but
Mhm.
I mean, just this year I've had the opportunity to work on the song with Lil Tyler and 22. I've had
Wow.
the song with Benny that's now on the
Mhm.
way, and then working on the song with French. It's just like it feels like so much shit's in the works, and you
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
it just feels surreal. And I do have more stuff that I can't bring up right now that I would
Yeah.
like to share. You know what I mean? But
No, I
you don't
love
want
that.
you don't want to speak on too much stuff that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I only want to speak on what has happened and what
Yes,
is
sir.
done and
Yep.
what I know is on the way. I'm not going to speak on stuff that's still in the air at the moment,
Definitely.
but yeah, like I'm just grateful, man. Like it just feels like all the years of doing this music shit and all the years of just putting faith into myself is finally coming back, man. It feels beautiful.
Yeah, and I love that it's happening right before summer.
Yeah,
You
no, it's
know?
gonna be
Straight up.
This is
it's
a
gonna be a
time
good
to
one.
fucking get ready. You know, this is where when you're putting on the armor because it's about to go down this summer.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a good one. I'm really excited, and this is just the begin. I feel like it's still just the beginning of like the domino effect.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
like we're just at the beginning of the first couple dominoes falling, and we still got a lot more on the way, man.
Yes,
Like
sir.
a lot
Yes,
more.
sir. I love that, man.
But I'm just grateful for everything, and also huge shout out to you guys also for giving me the platform to be able to share this shit and be able
Yes, sir.
to be able to like speak my mind and also to like share my story. It means a lot to be able to come out and to share the process that I've had to go through to get to where I'm at, and you know, and to maybe even inspire one person that's
Mhm.
going through what I had to go through, or inspiring one person that's going through a similar thing. That's what it all boils down to. So I appreciate you guys for giving me the platform to talk about it, man. For real. Shout out to you guys, for real.
There you
All
go,
right,
man.
and thank you,
Yeah,
dude,
man.
for coming over here and just opening up, dude. It's not that easy. I mean, we have it in other interviews where, like, you know, it takes some time to be able to have the person actually be themselves. But that's what we want, dude. That's what it's about, you know. Share true, wholesome stories.
No, for sure. I mean, at the end of the day, and I feel like a lot of people they harbor on one part of the story, or they harbor on one part of the journey so much, and they want to talk about one thing, but it's about everything. It's about all the beats I made in that garage when no one was listening to me. It's about all of the times I was waking up at 6 a.m. to go to that restaurant job, knowing I had a session later that day, knowing that I was gonna be tired as shit. You know what I mean? Like all of that shit leads to where we're at right now. And like our journey is every single part of it. And like as long as we hold that shit like as dear as we hold our story, and as long as we hold it as dear as we hold our value, that's all we could do, man. And it means a lot, you know, like I don't know. I'm honestly just grateful to be able to like do the journey, to be able to go through this shit, to be able to make music, to be able to, you know, have clients that like have faith in me. Like this shit is beautiful. Like, I don't know. Every day I walk into the studio, I love that shit, man. It means a lot.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
No, hell yeah.
Yeah, I love that, man. Jacob, where can everybody follow you at?
So on Instagram, I'm just Jacob John, but it's Jacob with a K. I know that's different for a lot of people. It's JAKOB.JOHN _ for Instagram, and then social like Spotify, Apple Music. It's just Jacob John, Jacob space John, but it's Jacob with a K. Just don't spell it with a C. I don't know. I'm just different like that.
There you go.
Ask my parents. Ask my parents why they did that. I didn't do it.
Hell yeah.
I'm grateful for it though, because it kind of shows it's a little different, I guess, because a lot of people are used to seeing Jacob with a C. So when they see Jacob with a K, it's like, oh, there can only be one of him. You know,
Yeah.
it kind of makes it a little easier. So I'm grateful for that. But yeah, no. So I'm Jacob John everywhere, and then I think I'm on Twitter, but I'm not really active on there.
Mhm.
Maybe if I get some more followers, I'll be more active on Twitter.
There you go.
And
Go
then-
follow him.
Yeah. And then also shout out Soul Shakedown to the end. You know what I mean? You can always follow me at Soul Shakedown. I'm always posting my big stuff on there. Soul Shakedown Studios on everything. You know what I mean? Just type in that, you'll find us.
And that's soulshakedown.com.
SoulShakedownStudios.com.
Studios.com.
Yep,
There you go.
SoulShakedownStudios.com. And then the website, the Instagram is just at Soul Shakedown Studios. I think we have a Twitter too. We're not too active on there yet at the moment, but we'll see. Also something else that's gonna be we're working on at the studio in the moment. We've built kind of our new little like interview type of thing. We're gonna start doing something
Hell
there.
yeah. Hell yeah.
We're gonna do maybe like weekly, not all just interviews, but we're also gonna do beat tutorials. We're
Sick.
also gonna do a lot of beat breakdowns for songs. Like say Kev, I think he's gonna do a beat breakdown for Hierba soon, which will be tight. Costello's gonna do a beat breakdown for like some big Brazilian songs. It's gonna be dope. He's gonna be showing us like, you know, the process of what it took to make those beats. And then also we're gonna start doing like live performances at the studio.
Sick.
So
nice.
artists can we might have a little one-on-one interview, and then we might have a little performance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just start doing some more stuff. And then once we get the interview going, we need to have you guys come by and do a little
All right.
collab one.
Bet.
Okay.
Let's
Do it.
go. We're on it.
Yeah.
I had to come out. I had to come out here to let you guys know.
Yeah, pull up.
We're gonna do a Soul Shakedown Times Kick It Labs little
Hell yeah.
podcast or interview
We
or
would love
something.
that, man.
It'll be fun. We're still working on the set and everything, but whatever. We'll have you guys come by and we'll check it out once we're done.
That's
you know what
right.
I mean? It'll be fun, man.
There you go. Well, Jacob, anything you guys need, man,
Hell yeah. Thank
feel
you, man.
free to give us a call, bro.
Mhm.
You guys are on the way, man. Summertime's about to hit. I see you
go.
guys having a really, really big summer, man.
Thank
So
you, man.
make sure you guys go out there, follow him on everything. SoulShakedownStudios.com.
Yep.
Fellas, I think we're at the end of this podcast, man.
Yeah, it sure feels like it,
It's
man.
feeling good, man.
Yep.
I just want to say thank you guys one more time. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No,
yeah,
you're good, you're good.
yeah, I appreciate you guys so much for having me, man. It really does mean a lot, and just being able to share my journey and my process, and like you guys being able to give me the space to really just word my opinion. It really means a lot. So I appreciate you guys,
There you
man.
go.
Thank you guys so much.
Well, like we say, once you're on the podcast, man, you're a part of the Kick It Labs family.
Hell yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
so anything you guys need, even when we're doing episodes and you guys know the person that we're interviewing,
Yep.
we got a green room, man. You
Hell
guys can
yeah.
always post up and pull up. This is your guys' home.
Hell yeah, sounds good, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys so much. It
Hell
means
yeah,
a
man.
lot. Hell yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Bruce, you want to take it away?
Oh yeah, that's about it, fellas. Any last words?
Don't forget the sponsors.
The sponsors? Oh, okay then. Bet. Shout out to Urban Water.
Hell yeah.
Hey, it's
Shout
been
out
great
the
water,
team
man.
right here.
Hell yeah.
That's the sponsor
Hey,
for the studio
This
too.
is
so
all
shout out
Urban
them.
Water family right
Hell
here too,
yeah.
man.
Yes,
We're
sir.
all
Yes,
sponsored by
Yes,
Urban.
sir.
Cheers, man.
That's
Yeah,
right.
hell yeah.
Everybody put it up.
Yeah, Bryce about to get a photo real
Yup.
quick. Yep. We need that.
Yeah, I know. Let's make our sponsors happy right here.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Hell yeah.
And shout out everyone. Before we end this, I just want to say it one more time. Shout out everyone in the city and everyone outside of the city trying to just make something of themselves, no matter what it is. Whether if you're an artist, whether if you're a photographer, a videographer, you want to interview people, you want to be a manager. Whether if it's in the music industry or whether if it's out of it, I don't even care. I honestly, if you want to make something of yourself that people aren't believing you in, or people don't see it, don't see the reality, how about you make the reality and show it to them? You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Stop waiting for it to happen. Stop waiting for the magical day to one day happen. It's not gonna happen unless you make it happen. You know what I mean? So shout out everyone in the city. I know you guys got the drive. And at the end of the day, we can't say that we don't have people that aren't doing it around us right now, because there's so many people around us winning right now. I also want to take this time to shout out all the other producers and artists that are in the city that are winning right now too. You know what I mean? Shout out 88 the gang, bro.
That's
Like that.
right.
That's the homie right there. He's
Hell
going
yeah.
crazy. You know what I mean?
Yes, he is.
I love everyone in the city, and I support everyone. Shout out Marvin Beach. Shout out everyone at Wavy Sound, Trill Bands. Those are all my homies right there. Those are all good friends of mine.
Shout out.
You know what I mean? That's all downtown San Diego, and we're all a part of each other. And I know we were talking about separating or something from them, but at the end of the day, I feel like I think we're all one, and the more we can all embrace each other, the more we can all be a part of each other. So
That's right.
I take the time to, you know what I mean, shout out everyone around me, and shout out everyone that I see doing their thing, man. I think that shit's beautiful, you know.
Yes, sir.
I give the respect to where the respect is due.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
I do like that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and shout out to my man's right here too, dude. He's in the background. Y'all can't see him on the cameras, but
Hey, yo.
he's
Shout out to
working,
Bryce, man.
bro.
He's been working
Bryce
this
is
whole entire
getting,
episode.
Big-
he's
Biggest-
working.
At the end of the day, biggest shout out to Givens, bro. Like
Yeah.
I've seen the studio go up 4 levels when our boy Givens joined the team, and this shit is beautiful. I was saying it at the end of my last interview, and I'm glad you guys said it right now, so I can say it again. But this guy has basically every photo you see of me is because of him.
Yes, sir.
Basically, any video you see of me is because of him. Basically, any piece of content that you see from me is either an idea we have talked about, or something that he has come up with, or I have come up with, that we have talked about together and creatively come to this. So having someone that believes in not just me, but the studio as much as we do, and just a part of the movement, man, it's changed everything. So hugest shout out to Givens. And at the end of the day, if you have not shot with Givens yet, then you are tripping. You need to get your shot with Givens right now. You need to get your headshots, get your new Apple Music photos, get your new Spotify photos. Just get a nice little professional, clean. You know, you need that at Givens. You need that professional quality, man, because people aren't gonna see it from you unless you're putting it out there. And you know, our team's got it. I love everyone around here, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Huge shout out to our team right now.
Big time, man. Big
Yep.
time. That's right. And he's still shooting right there.
Yeah,
So I'm
hell
gonna
yeah.
get my photo in.
Hell
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's been a sick episode, everybody. We appreciate you for tuning in, man. If you made it into the Spotify thus far, shit. Thank
Hell
y'all, man. Jacob John with us in the
Yep.
house.
Have a great rest of your night or day or whenever you listen to this.
Yeah, for real.
Hell yeah. And with that being said, though, yo, thank you for sipping up with us. Thank you for talking up with us. Thank you for kicking it.
Hell
Hey.
yeah.
Shutter, so you won't be able to hear it.
Yep.